Today we're going to be looking at how to install VMware, which is a virtual environment, and then we're also going to be looking at how to install Kali Linux. So first off, let's just type in VMware. And we're going to be doing the Workstation Pro here. It's going to be the free open source version. Uh, VMware has changed a bunch throughout the years, and now it's very hard to download, so I'm going to give a quick, easy tutorial. So go to VMware's website, and then it's now hosted by Broadcom. We're going to click the download, and then it takes you to nothing. So we're going to go to dashboard, and we're going to type in VMware, and then Workstation Pro. And then it also takes you nothing, but if you scroll down here, we're going to click on one of these articles, which will take us to the right place. Okay. So for me, I'm using this is going to be for a Windows operating system. So we're going to go with the Workstation Pro. We're going to click here. And then for Windows, and we're going to do the latest version, obviously. Oh, and first and foremost, you have to create an account through Broadcom. So make sure you pause the video, do that first. And then once we're here, we're going to have to agree to these terms and then click the download. And then as you can see, we're going to slap that into the downloads folder, but I already have it on mine. So after you're done with that, we're then going to head over to the Kali Linux download. So just type in Kali Linux download, which is also a free open source Linux distribution that we're going to be using for this video. And we're going to go to the installer images. And we're going to download the 64-bit installer. So you can just click here and you can go ahead and install that bad boy as well. It's going to take a while. It's pretty hefty. It's 4 gigabytes. So yep. And then once we're done with both of those, we're going to go ahead and open up our VMware Workstation Pro. And you're going to be looking at a screen like this. And then to create this virtual machine, we're going to do create a new virtual machine. Leave it on the default. And then we're going to do a installer disk image file. So an ISO image, which is what we installed off of the Kali Linux website. So we're going to click browse. And then this is what the image is going to look like. We're going to click on that. Go ahead and open that up. Next. Alrighty, for the guest operating system, so the operating system that we're going to be installing, it's going to be a Linux. And then for Kali Linux, it's going to be the Debian 12.x64-bit. And we're going to go next. And then we're going to name our virtual machine Kali Linux. Alright, and we're going to click next. And then this is how much space you're going to give your virtual machine. I'm just going to leave it on the default. We're going to click next. Everything looks good. Click finish. Alrighty, now we just made our format, so we're going to go ahead and power it on. We're going to get that really loud annoying noise. And you're going to have to make sure you click on the screen to activate your virtualization. And we're going to do the graphic installer. We're going to make sure we have a GUI because we don't want to use a command line for the purposes of this video. And then we are English. We are in the United States. We are American. Now you can go ahead and skip through this whole installation process. There are a few things that you might want to stick around for, but this is going to be very long. I may even clip it out throughout the video. So some of you guys might be wondering what Kali Linux is used for. It's going to be used for like pen testers, ethical hackers, some security researchers. All right, host name, we'll just leave it on Kali. We're cool with that. We don't need a domain name. We're not sharing this on the network. It's going to be kept on our local device. Full name of the user. Put my name in here. And I spelled my name wrong. Alright. Username for account. Andrew. Sounds good. Go ahead and create a password. We're going to be changing this later, so you make it something very easy and simple. We're on a central time zone. Anyways, this is used for pen testers, ethical hackers, security researchers, IT professionals. A lot of people use virtualization because it's like a sandbox environment, and there's no harm, no foul. We're gonna leave it on the default here. Click continue, continue. We're gonna leave the partition alone, and we are going to finish this. Just keep clicking continue. Oh, you want to click yes here. It's going to create that partition for you, the 20 gigabytes that we're allocating for it. Go ahead and let that do its thing. Kali is a very popular tool. Comes with 600 plus security tools like Nmap, Metasploit, Burpsuit. It's also free and open source, and it's frequently updated with the latest hacking tools. So it's very, very useful in the cybersecurity space. All right, we're going to go ahead and click continue here. Now, before you skip ahead, there is one more thing that you should keep note of. It's going to ask if you want to install, I think it's called Grub, and you want to make sure that you click yes. Otherwise, your virtual machine will not boot properly, and you'll be stuck at a black screen the entire time. Alrighty, here's that Grub part we were talking about. We want to go ahead and click yes, and we want to use this path right here. We're not going to enter a device manually. This is going to be the one that it generates for us. Alrighty, go ahead and click continue. And now make sure you don't click anything, just let it do its thing. It's going to reboot right here, so just don't even touch your keyboard. And there we go. As you can see, Kali is booting. I'll go ahead and center this. And we can go ahead and put in our username and password that we created earlier. And there you have it. We click I finished installing, and now you officially have a virtualized environment called Kali Linux. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. If you want to stick around, I'm going to show you a few command lines that I would recommend putting in as soon as you install. First one's going to be sudo apt update, and this is going to give you the latest and greatest security patches for the operating system. Sudo here is basically giving you root privilege. Apt is grabbing it, and then you want to update. And then we're also going to do sudo password root. And this is going to allow you to change the root password, the one that you created earlier, to make it something more secure. Remember when using Kali, whenever you're typing, there will not be any input that you can visually see, but there is input in the background. So I just put in a password. As you can see, it didn't change at all, but it is inputting it. Just keep note of that. And then the last command I would do is add and then we'll just name it Aaron. And then password again, full name Aaron Edmondson. This is my father. This doesn't really matter. And there you can see we have a another user, and I recommend switching to this user and doing your mainly tasks on whatever user you do create. That way you're not constantly doing everything on your root account, because you could potentially screw things up. Even though this is a virtualized environment, you can still screw things up. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Thanks for watching.